Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grubby Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 22 for Confederate Spring of 62 campaign in version 1.11 using the A.O.M Mod. Now, last episode, we saw the battles of Hartford, Kentucky, and Fort St. Louis. Battle on Hartford probably should have never taken place, but I think that was the Union's last ditch to stay in the state of Kentucky. We're almost close to flipping it. We do control the state at this point, but the support's only at 51%. We need to get that to 65 to get this state to flip in our direction, and we could seriously use the soldiers. The support's at 51%, so we are drawing soldiers out of here, but the morale is not the best. Same with Missouri. State support's at 54%. We control all the capturable cities. But say like Quincy here does control some IPs inside of Missouri. So we do need to take care of that. And the fortifications down here at Fort Wyman. And we also need to get the Army of the Border out of the state. Hopefully once we remove the Army of the Border, which is now suffering attrition, and take care of Fort Wyman, hopefully that will solve Missouri for us. So we're ordering Forest Corps down to engage the Army of the Border. It's probably not the best idea in the world. We don't have any supplies either, so we got to use what we have while we have it. So we got one battle's worth of supplies in stock before we have to pull Forest Corps away. And I would send the army to transmiss, except they are very under strength at this point. I do have some garrison brigades that I found that are transferring into it. We still have to transfer out those 2 under strength brigades. So the army to transmiss is done for the campaign season. And the campaign season is almost done anyway. We got what's left of September and October, and that'll be it for the campaign season. But it's taken us 22 episodes to get even this far for one campaign season. It might go another few more episodes for the campaign season. Other than that, the rest of the fronts have been quiet. Thankfully, up here in Maine, it's been quiet for the last few days. So, hopefully we can get Hughie's Corps' readiness up a little faster than it has been climbing, because I did remove the 2 transferring units that were going to it, so that should help his readiness climb a little faster. And hopefully we'll have that 2nd Corps for the Army set up over the winter. So, outside of the Navy, we're still waiting for those ships to be built, so those probably won't be done until, like as I said, either late winter, early spring. So hopefully we'll have them for the 63 campaign season so I can start clearing out the Gulf. So I want to get these ports opened back up as soon as possible and start earning money out of them. So I do believe that covers everything for right now, so I'll be back when something else happens. So we haven't even moved the game a full day. We're just approaching evening on September 27th, and as Forest Corps was moving down the road to engage the Army of the Border, they were coming up the road at him. So this is going to be an interesting fight. First thought was not taking it, but I don't think their morale is that good. They have a serious numbers advantage and artillery advantage over us. Now I know where all the Federal Army's missing artillery is. It's in this corps. They have 116 guns in this corps. When you look at all the corps that didn't have artillery lately, this is where it all ended up. So they got 25,369 infantry and 116 guns to our 19,451 cavalry and 17 guns. I probably should not take this fight. Everything screams at me not to take this fight, but at the same time, I think their morale might be bad because they've been retreating away from us. Up until this point, they've been retreating away from us. So I don't think their morale's all that good. But we are in Missouri. It is their state still, so their morale might have improved. So we're going to enter this. We're at least going to enter this map, take a look at what morale looks like before making that decision. So we'll see if Mr. Forrest here can take down Mr. Washburn, or myself take down Mr. Washburn. So I'll be back after the load screen. Welcome to the Battle of Georgetown. So as soon as we enter this map, my I felt a lot better. I mean, we're facing a minor defeat off the bat, but we are actually defending. We actually have a pretty large chunk to deploy on, though we're not going to use it. So we're on the Mound City map, and Mound City's got this big, beautiful ridgeline over here that we can make use of. And that is exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to fight a dismounted battle. I'll probably keep one division mounted, see if I can't get any flanking movements done. And that's probably what I'm going to do, because I can have, with 2 cavalry divisions with their men in extended formation, will take up a very large frontage. So I could leave 1 division mounted and see if I can't get into their rear. I think that's what the plan is going to be here. So Anderson's division is the best armed right now. So they actually have, except for 2 of their brigades actually have weapons, so they'll take up the centralized position, supported by Wheeler's division. I'll leave Fitzhugh Lee's division mounted up. Everybody except for those 2 brigades have mixed cavalry weapons, so nobody's got good weapons. And they are coming in from down here. I don't think they have any other entry points. No. So unless the AI marches their forces cross country, which we have seen them do before, they generally tend don't do that, but they may just do that. So it's a risk, especially with the numbers disadvantage, but we're going to take this fight. So I'm going to get these troops set up, get some, hopefully have some breastworks built for them, but I doubt that's going to happen before the Federals show up. I can build a few here. So I'll get this set up, and I'll be back once the Federals make contact. So, I don't know what in God's green earth happened here, but, this Shelm is wounded, but, yep, there we go. Somehow Branch got wounded overnight. Don't know how, but he did. That's just odd. So I had Fitzhugh's division out forward, just keeping an eye on the road over here. I know the Federals are about at this point right now by the dust trails. The trees were still blocking my view. So, move this a little bit. It's probably going to be a bad positioning for this cavalry. But it is what it is. So I was looking to have these guys build breastworks for themselves. I don't know what it is with this game. Sometimes it lets the cavalry build breastworks, and other times it does not. But, oh, our morale is seriously bad on both sides. I lost almost 400 men overnight to attrition, and the Federals lost 800. So their morale's still a little better than ours, and I didn't show you guys yesterday's start. We were only 2 hours away from sundown when I hit play. Our morale's at 36 to their 39, so we both come up a little bit, but this is going to be an interesting fight. If they take their time getting to us, my morale should improve a little bit, because we're going to start collecting that our first victory point rollover up here, so that will help our morale. So I'm hoping they take the long way through town to come back at us, though maybe my cavalry out here watching them might draw them at us. I don't know. So let's play here. See if we get the Federal side. Oh, they have totally changed position. They are no longer on the road. Lee, get the hell out of there. I'm ordering the brigades individually because it would take too long for a dispatch rider to come from Forest to give him these orders. He's too far out. So if I give it to the brigades individually, it's the division commander making the call. And they got some units ready to break already. That's good. And again, we're probably the same way. I had to plus up morale overnight on my men. So I'm not going to hold you all here for this. I'll bring you all back when the Federals come in for their assault. So, we still don't... We lost sight of the main Federal force, but you can see here, one of their brigades broke and has been retreating through my lines. I don't know if that actually lets them scout or not. You know what? Cooper, I'm going to have to rename... I believe it's Dan Waddy's brigade. Let's go see if we can't snatch these boys up. So your morale's fine, unlike everybody else's. So the Federals, once I moved my cavalry division away, started cutting cross-country in this direction. You can see dust trails out on the road now. So I think they might come on in a piecemeal fashion, which will make this much easier for us. But we'll see. So I don't think this is going to be a long fight. As our morale's improving, theirs is dropping. Yeah, we're up to 41.2. They're down to 42. We're up to 42.8. They're down to 41.2. So if they keep taking their time getting to us, this is not going to be a tough fight. So I'll be back. So once again, the Federal infantry is retreating faster than my cavalry can ride, amazingly. I know fear gives men wings, but this is just ridiculous. Man on horseback cannot keep up with damn retreating infantry. I am reshifting my lines a little bit, hoping that the... looks like the AI is going to come straight down the road, so I'm trying to throw them into a little bit of a bowl here. We'll be able to throw my cavalry down on their flanks and hopefully knock out 2 or 3 brigades and finish this quickly. As I said, they are taking their time. It's now 10 a.m., so it's taking them a few hours just for this brigade to get here. And the next closest one is back here, so hopefully I can knock this one out. Oh, there's one right there. No, it's the same brigade, just lost sight of it. So hopefully we can knock that brigade out before the rest show up and drop their morale even lower. And it's dropping pretty quickly on its own also. It's down to 40.7. So, I'll be back. So, this one brigade did decide to come down on its lonesome. So, do have Rusk County and the Salt Lake Rangers approaching on their flank. They're marching right at the CSA mounted Rangers. Why are you guys mounted? Supposed to be dismounted and dispersed. I think things might be a little glitchy because cavalry keeps doing stuff I haven't told it to do. Like the first and second will be able to get some shots in. I'm going to leave the Gasconade Guard out because they are still unstable. Alright, let's go gangbang them. Maybe we should get these guys knocked out before that next brigade shows up. Oh, what the hell is going on here? This is getting glitchy. Alright, mount up. Get in there and get them. Need to get these boys knocked out before the other brigade shows up. Why is this gotta be more of a pain in the ass than it should be? Get in there and shoot them. Good God. This should have been a 1, 2, 3 deal. Finnegan, lock them in place. There we go. I don't know what is going on this battle, but things are just glitching on me. Alright. Back to your positions. It brought us to 463, but got them at 1100. I knew this wasn't going to be a good fight, but this is just... The game doesn't do what you want it to do. It gets annoying as hell. Alright. I won't hold you here. I'll come on back when the rest of them start coming on. So the looks like the Federals are trying to mass up on the road to our front. Another brigade did break on its way in, and that's this one here. It actually retreated into my lines, now retreating away from it. This brigade's getting ready to go. The rest of the army doesn't look so hot. Most of their units are getting ready to bust. So I think for a lot of them, it might actually be their first battle. So it didn't take place in the retreats. Where it might have taken part of the retreats and the morale is just still that low. They're about to come in range of the 1st CSA Mounted Rangers. Like I said, only them and the 2nd CSA Mounted Rangers have any type of decent weapons right now. And there goes that brigade. One volley and gone. These guys' morale looks good, but the army morale altogether is dropping pretty quickly. It's now down to 35. So they're not going to be hanging around the field much longer if this keeps up. It's also 12 o'clock, so the last time we spoke, I think it was 10 o'clock in game. So it's taking them another 2 hours in game to get to this location where they're massing up. Not in a good way. So this unit retreating through these guys should have an effect on their morale. You can see they're already, cohesion's already breaking up. Yeah. They stand there and take the time, let the artillery hammer them. That should be all she wrote. But I'll be back if and when they start hitting the line, if they even make it that far. Alright, it's 12:25. They finally made it to my lines. And it's like you're just trying to march through. It's just kind of weird. You know, I just want the brigade to turn. And there goes that brigade, alright. Now, will their flank extend into this fire arc? No, it will not. Alright, second CSA, let's get you out there, get your musketoons to work. I don't know what Washburn is thinking. This is ugly. Look at this. These guys just abandoned their guns, it looks like. There they go. Thank God these guys have Richmond carbines so they can at least range the infantry. It looks like they're coming out for some fun over here. Now they're turning their flank because the 2nd CSA was coming up on their rear. That's it. Most of their army is now running. Russell County, go hit those boys. Salt Lake, go hit this brigade. Push down the road. If they're going to leave themselves piled up in such a way that I can take advantage of it, I am. I'm risking Salt Lake's flank there, but I think it's worth it. Oh, we still got Stan Waddy back here, I forgot about. You guys get mounted up. Oh, they got a lot more back here. Forgot about all that artillery. Oh, and I think I forgot to announce it. Today's battle brew is Japanese whiskey Nika. Broke a lot of their units, but doesn't seem to drop. Oh, they're down to 30.2. I expected this victory bar to drop, move a little further than it has for all the broken units. Stay on them. Push on them. Get on their flank. Waddy, go hit that. 2nd Arkansas still ready to break, but start moving them in this direction. See if they can't redeem themselves. Oh, you guys aren't in loose order, huh? Hopefully we get this division commander. When raiders move up, don't miss on the fun. Oh yeah, look at that command staff drop. We got 2 division commanders right there that we're hitting. There's Washburn all the way in the rear. Looks like they're going to try and keep this together with the artillery. Much better shown than the last battle I took the Force Corps out into. They're broken. I'm not worried about advancing the cavalry onto the artillery because they can advance in loose order, which the infantry cannot do. Oh, there's a battery over here. 2nd CSA, go get them. There they go. We got 11 minutes. Let's see if we can do some more damage. Ooh. The gasketed guard's getting ready to break also. We're getting mounted up, and we'll send you after this battery. I want to catch as much of this as we can. I mean, they brought 111 guns to the field. I want to catch that. And that timer's clicking by fast. Feels faster than normal. Get after these batteries. Oh, the retreating artillery hit the one that's not broken. Damn it. These retreating units just distract the soldiers. What the hell are these guys? Ugh. Nope, we're out of time anyway. I think we got a good chunk of their artillery arm. Alright. Battle was a little disappointing, but still a better showing than the first time I took Force Corps out to fight. Not much better of a one, but a better showing. Still got some issues with morale in the Corps. But we took down 2,100 of their 25,000 infantry. We got 50 of their 150 guns. I thought we might have grabbed more than that, but some of those batteries never got in range of us. So we took down 2,400 of their 27,000 men. We lost 659 of our cavalry. None of our guns. Total loss is 661 of our 19,692 men. So we do have this... we're knocking this Corps down to our size. It's not quite there yet, but we'll knock it down. We'll work it over slowly but surely. Let's take a look at the paperwork. I can't believe Branch got wounded overnight. That's just annoying. Alright, Lee's division. And I forgot to fix all the names. I gotta get a keyboard where the caps lock lights up when it's hit. Because when you're filling out the unit sheets, it doesn't show. It uses caps all the way through. It doesn't show if everything's capped or not capped. So that's just annoying. So the 2nd Arkansas Cavalry did 37 to artillery. Stan Waddy's brigade, even though he's no longer in command of it, he owns a division now, did 73 to infantry, 64 to artillery, for a total of 137. The Salt Lake Rangers did 155 to infantry, captured 39, total of 194. Division total of 368. Anderson's division, the Gasconade Guard, I did not bring into the fight because their morale was low. The 1st CSA Mounted Rangers did 369 to infantry, took 88 prisoners, did 41 to artillery for a total of 509. So these guys, this would be the clutch brigade, but they had the best weapons. And the 2nd CSA Mounted Rangers did 231 to infantry, captured 47, 19 to artillery, division total, brigade total 297, division total of 806. Wheeler's division, Rusk County Raiders did 105 to infantry. Reckland Raiders, even with where their position on the line was, they never really got into the fight because they were right up there on the front. But they kind of got cornered out of the fighting, sadly. And Control's Raiders did 100 to artillery, division total of 205. Stewart's division, which is the artillery, Andrews Battalion did 92 to infantry, 13 to artillery for a total of 105. The Osage Flying Battery did 11 to infantry. Captured 4. Oh, yeah. One brigade retreated through my entire artillery division when I had all 3 guns in the same all 3 batteries in the same location before I decided to spread them out. And that one brigade that was in the rear of my lines retreated through all the batteries, so they captured prisoners. That's awesome. So they did 11 infantry, captured 14, 11 artillery for a total of 38, and Gilsmore's battalion did 15 infantry, took 28 prisoners, 16 to artillery for a total of 59, division total of 202. Not much of a fight. Probably took a little longer than it should have, but morale on both of our sides were pretty damn low. Oh. Let's see if we took out any of their commanders. Washburn survived because he was all the way in the rear. And took out their 1st Division, wounded Willock. We also got Colonel Davis. And that's it. I thought we would have caught more division commanders because two of those divisional staffs were in the firing line and getting hit. Didn't take out that many of their officers. All right, let's get out of here. I was really hoping that'd be a much more interesting fight than it turned out to be. I was really hoping for that. Well, you can't always get what you want. When morale on both sides is low, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it gets messy. And it honestly seemed a little glitchy to me off the start because the cavalry was doing stuff I wasn't telling it to do and giving it orders that they weren't following it. So things were a little glitchy in the beginning. Got me kind of worried. But, definitely let me know what you all think, but AI should have retreated instead of bringing on that fight, I think. But we did start with the lower morale than them, so it wasn't a bad call because we didn't know if we were going to attack or defend until we were on the map. If we had to attack, I probably would have lost that on a morale break. Then after 2 bad showings with Forest Corps, I'd be looking to break that corps up and sending the cavalry brigades out to a separate corps to fill out their scouting abilities. Victory at Georgetown. The enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 2,395 men. Thereof 221 killed, 642 captured. Our casualties total 661 men, with 42 killed, 430 missing, and the rest wounded. We've captured 1,061 rifles. That's nice. We could really use that. And 17 guns from the battlefield. Sent 655 soldiers down to our prison camps. Colonel Reed loses face. I don't think he's one of mine. Alright. I think we'll let this episode roll on a little bit longer because that fight did not take long. I'm not even sure the clips would be that long all put together. So I'm going to keep this one rolling on. I'm going to go replace Branch. Actually, let's do that right now. I'm going to cheat here because when they're in combat, you're not supposed to be able to click on them. If you go to a unit that's not there, you can do it. There we go, Branch. Alright, 2nd Arkansas Cavalry is getting a new commander. Alright, so seniority-wise, because I go by seniority, Shaver gets the command next. I forget whose unit this is off the top of my head, because I don't have the list of everybody's units in front of me. If you'd like a different commander, please let me know in the comments below, but right now Shaver's getting that job. So I don't want to give it to Rust or Roan. But if you would like somebody else, just please let me know. Alright. Get that rolled off. No map update necessary as we just did. It's still the same day, so I'll be back. Alrighty, we have finally reached October. And I think we're going to end the episode here so I can open up the next one with the October monthly. So this will be a little shorter than normal. But it is what it is. I don't want to try and overdo with every episode. So if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, if you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so you're alerted when the next video comes out. If you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. What type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And as always, comments, please keep them coming. I do love interacting with you all. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.